Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is January 28th, 2022. So you guys saw what San Jose just did, right? So their city council just voted 8-3 a few nights ago to require gun-owning residents to carry insurance coverage for their weapons and pay an annual harm reduction fee. Good to see national gun rights advocates immediately throw a court challenge on that. What gets me is the San Jose City Council just goes ahead and passes that as if the criminals are just going to go around carrying gun liability insurance. That's what happens when you got communists running your city, folks. So today I wanted to go over a few things. We're going to go into the city of Anaheim and talk a little bit about that. So here's a city that lost nearly $38 million in expected tax revenue due to COVID. And that's according to the state auditor's office. They came out with that report just a few months ago. Matter of fact, they're in such bad shape financially that the state auditor for the state of California put them on a list with cities like Compton, West Covina, Montebello, and a few others. I mean, even Disneyland lost all kinds of business, and when you add in, all the trade shows that have been canceled and continue to be canceled at Anaheim Convention Center, it's not looking good, folks. Anaheim's general fund is looking pretty dry these days. Pretty quiet out here. That right there used to be the busiest 7-Eleven in the nation. Now it's just a regular 7-Eleven. It's amazing to me, too, how you always got these tourism officials here in Anaheim looking to Gavin Newsom for guidance on getting out of, their bad financial shape. I'm like, no wonder Anaheim's bankrupt. Newsom's a total schlep rock. Anything he touches goes to hell. Can't do anything right. Now the California GOP just totally exposed who they're really with. They just came out the other day and said that they're going to be totally enforcing their COVID compliance at their next California GOP convention here in Anaheim. They're total sellouts. It's just amazing to me how spineless they really are, though, at the same time. Jessica Patterson and the rest of them acting like all the time they're fighting for the California GOP, and all they're doing is just going along with the program. Unbelievable. Total sellouts. So now we're going to go ahead and take a cruise through the town of Villa Park, California, aka the Hidden Jewel. There's a couple of bills right now that are trying to strip that name from them. Those are SB 9 and 10. Those have become a hot topic in cities such as Villa Park, a lot of cities in California, but in particular this one. And so the question that was asked the other night by one of their council members at the city council meeting for Villa Park was, is there anything we can do to mitigate the impacts of SB 9 and SB 10? And I'll go ahead and pass along what City Attorney Todd Litfin said about this, since it's so on point. There's always two options, folks, to take on the full-bore impact of SB 9 and 10. One is always the litigation route, and Villa Park has made it clear that they don't have the resources to go the litigation route. Cities are trying to gather together forces to potentially file litigation against SB 9 and SB 10 all across the state of California. And the second option is, of course, the political path, and that is the pending state initiative that's hoped to be on the ballot this coming November for the election. Now, as far as what SB 9 and 10 do to local communities, make no mistake, it is a degradation of local control and a breaking up of the essential nature of a residential neighborhood. Why? Well, one, if passed as prologue, when these types of laws in smaller locales have been facilitated, it's not as if just another family moves into another home. often it is corporate interests that come in, buy up properties, and then rent them over the course of time to various people. And with that, you often lose the interconnectivity that has come to define Walt Whitman-esque residential neighborhoods in America. So what Villa Park has tried to do with their ordinance on this is meet those types of things. And you'll notice when you look at it that there's restrictions on the type of legal entities that can buy properties within the city of Villa Park, to try and forestall those type of corporate entities coming in and just buying up neighborhoods, tearing down homes, and then putting two in place and moving on with their lives. So it's good to see Villa Park pushing back on SB 9 and SB 10 as much as they possibly can. There's also the utility and public infrastructure impacts, whether it be electrical, water, the impacts to the schools, streets, etc. Now, under SB 9 and 10, there's only certain things that California cities can regulate. But as far as electrical impacts, you'll see that for second units, Villa Park is doing this. They're requiring them to be able to establish their own electrical load because there's been a concern that it's going to overburden the electrical system, understandably so, and requiring solar panels or something similar in order to meet electrical needs. So these are just some of the kinds of things that Sacramento is doing to cities all across the state of California. They're putting them in these uncomfortable positions where they have to really make these types of decisions where the city was never equipped and it was never designed, going back to the beginning of when these cities were incorporated, on making these types of decisions, you know. So we'll see what happens as we move forward. That's it for today. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. Do whatever you like, folks. That's what's going on in California. God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.